stunting. I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out.
Hello, Miami. Thank you so much for watching 305 Sports Now. I am your host, Will. And before I get into today's episode, I just want to send a very special congratulations to our Florida Panthers as once again for the third season in a row, they'll be playing for Lord Stanley's Cup this upcoming Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. against, of course, another rematch against the Edmonton Oilers as well, who are back-to-back Western Conference champions. So congratulations to our Florida Panthers. Go get them, Cats, and let's make it back-to-back season, raising Lord Stanley's Cup. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now on to business. As you can see, we're going to be talking about some Miami Hurricanes football today, and what I want to go over is it is official visit weekend. Yes, official visit weekend, in which 17 blue chip prospects will be visiting Coral Gables this weekend, and the Miami Hurricanes are going to try to give them their pitch, and hopefully we get some commits as well out of it. Guys like Tristan Keys, Derek Cooper, Lamar Brown, Samarin Wingo. But ladies and gentlemen, I will not be talking about any of those guys today, okay? I do want to talk about somebody who's not going to be here this weekend, but is a very, very, very prominent target of the Miami Hurricanes, and that is Justice Fitzpatrick. Yes, Justice Fitzpatrick. If that name does sound familiar to you, he is the younger brother of former Miami Dolphin, current Pittsburgh Steeler, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Now, Justice is 6.5 feet tall, 185 pounds. He plays at St. Thomas Aquinas High, which is located in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He is a top 5 cornerback in the country. Actually, according to 247, he is ranked 3rd, and he is the 5th best player in the state of Florida. Now, he just released his top 5 for schools that he will plan to eventually make a decision on when it comes to his commitment. And, of course, you have the Georgia Bulldogs, who seem to be battling with Miami this recruiting cycle, Ohio State, the Gators, the Texas Longhorns, and, of course, your Miami Hurricanes as well. Now, before I get into my breakdown and analysis, I want to speak a little bit about the statistics. 34 tackles this season, 2 interceptions, and 7 pass breakups. I know that doesn't sound like much, but think about it. They are not throwing at this young man, and let me explain why. Because first things foremost, the one thing I like about this young man, he has a very high football IQ, just like his younger brother, Minkah. He is an excellent tackler, great at tackling in space. A wide receiver on a bubble screen will have very much difficulty blocking him because he can shed his blocks and make the tackle on open space, whether it's a bubble screen or whether it's a swing pass as well. Not afraid also to mix it up in the run game, as he's able to kind of help set the edge as well with the front seven and not allow the running back to take the corner. He's not afraid to mix up in a sense that he will lower his shoulder, lower the boom, and will tackle that individual. Now, the thing with a lot of South Florida football players is that they have the reputation, especially, at the defensive back position, they have a reputation for being what are known as press coverage guys, man guys, bump and run in general. Now, Justice could do all that, but he could also play zone coverage as well and off coverage as well, which is a dream for a defensive coordinator, because that means that young man can fit into any scheme he may want to adopt for his defense, and that is excellent, which is why I believe he has a high football IQ. Now, the one thing I like about him too, he's also aggressive, not afraid to mix it up in coverage. He'll bat the ball down as well in 50-50, not afraid to be left on an island. Okay, you can lock him up one-on-one, no safety help. He's going to stay with that receiver. Okay, he is going to stay with that receiver, make that wide receiver work for everything he needs to work for, and he'll bat the ball down or he'll pick it. Okay, so whatever the case would be, or whatever circumstance presents itself. So that's how good Justice is. You could also use him on special teams as well. Oh, before I get into special teams, he could also time routes very well. So if you're throwing a slant, he could break up the slant. If you want to do something tricky with the football, he doesn't get a penalty. Okay, he's a very, like I said, effective football player in making plays and making the quarterback have to think whenever he's around. That's why they don't throw to his side, okay, because he will blanket you, and he's very smart and very effective, even off coverage as well. His timing is excellent, or he won't get penalized. Going back to special teams, you can use him in kickoff return and punt return. You can use him in coverage. You can use him also in attempts to block field goals, extra points as well. We have Jalen Seabolt Waters on one side. He'll look great on the other side as well. You'll have 2 lockdown corners on each side of the football field. So that is going to be amazing when Justice and Waters hit the field. If they play together, if they do decide, if one decides to keep his commitment, the other one commits. Well, you know how it works, guys, in college football. Joe, not until they sign or they're on that field. Okay, you have to hope for the best when it comes to their commitment. But the bottom line is, though, speaking hypothetically, if you put those 2 opposite sides of each other, the boundary's done. All right, the boundary's done. Waters and Justice will have it on lock. Okay, and that being said, I'm excited. Mario Cristobal is building something very good here. The secondary is looking more and more like a strength this season as you have OJ Frederick coming back, and then of course you have the acquisition of Xavier Lucas on the other side. Those guys are going to lock it down. Frederick has experience from the first year, and Lucas does as well. So I'm excited, guys. I'm really excited. I'm excited about this recruiting cycle. I do think Miami can land a top 5 class. So I'm really excited to see that. Okay. So before I let you guys go, I do want to make an announcement. Speaking of the Florida Panthers, I will be bringing back Florida Cats and Dirty Rats. If you guys don't remember, that is the collaboration that I have with Bobby over at the FTSN network, the Fins Talk Sports Network. I'll be bringing it back. The episode will air Friday at 7 p.m. It'll be like a pregame show for Game 2. My co-host, who is going to be Adrian of the Radio Podcast, I'm also working on bringing another guest as well, and I will be discussing our thoughts on Game 1 and the preparation for Game 2 as well. So 7 p.m. live, a collaboration between the FTSN network and 305 Sports Now. You can catch it here on YouTube, and you can also catch it on X as well. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. If you like what you heard, please do not forget to like and share this podcast, 305 Sports Now. Have a blessed day. God bless. Go Canes and go Cats. Bye-bye, everybody.